Good morning, Sugar Plum.
Martin.
Martin.
Uh,
How'd you sleep?
Not bad.
And you're out of creamer? What the hell?
Yeah, and sometimes if you have either milk, which I'm a single guy, I don't buy milk because it goes bad too fast.
Yeah.
I don't really like milk that much anyway. Well, milk is for when you have cereal.
Yeah.
That's about the only purpose it serves. Or if you're making scrambled eggs, make them really good.
Yeah.
Um, like the way they make an omelet, sort of. Um, the only thing I have that's anywhere near it is ice cream. Now, if it was vanilla ice cream, it would actually work fairly well as creamer. Uh, Well, another thing that works really well is if you have whipped cream that's real, real whipped cream,
Yeah.
except that it has sweetener added to it, but not a big deal
Right.
because I use, a ton of sugar.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, the ice cream that I have, which is real ice cream, um, is chocolate. That might that might that might turn my coffee into hot chocolate.
Well, you could have a mocha cappuccino. You could be all foo-foo.
Yeah, and then I can go get a bicycle pump and pump air into it and make it all frosty.
Yeah.
It's like a redneck mocha. I've thought of weird things like that before and thought, that would make a really good video. Set up like a dummy cardboard lemonade stick looking thing. Only put a sign saying, uh, redneck cappuccino,
Yeah. Yeah.
and just have one person pouring a little cream in there and the other one sitting there with a bicycle pump. But um, the only people that would help me with it is, of course, family and things like that. And it's really hard to do pull that kind of stuff off yourself. Really time consuming to make those, even just a 3 minute dumb little video.
Yeah.
And but the only people that help me with it are family, which are all like 35 miles away or more. And like my sister would like to come out and visit this weekend, but she doesn't. Uh, she lives with her daughter because she's got health issues, whatever, and everything. And there's kind of a trade off. She helps with the kids a little bit that she can, but you know, but she can't work. She can't work a full time job.
Right.
And well, they have 3 cars, but they're all used cars, and 2 of the 3 don't run.
Right.
So the anyway, so um, but my sister comes out here so rarely because she's involved with all that, busy over there with her daughter, helping the kids and whatever. Like it's we just kind of hang out and whatever. But if I had someone consistently that hung around to do weird stuff like that, I think of all kinds of weird things just to make fun of myself, kind of thing, videos, which I think I think would be hilarious. Some of the weird stuff I've thought of, but anyway, yeah, redneck Muslim machine. That's what we need. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like,
You need to put some of that chocolate ice cream in there.
yeah, I may have to. Yeah, I got a green screen. I tried messing with that a little bit, but it's the lighting for a green screen is such a freaking pain in the ass. Especially when your hair starts going gray or white, like, you know. Um, the green from the green screen reflects back into your hair, and it makes it hard to get rid of the background. Because as you get rid of the background, your hair starts disappearing. Your head looks weird.
Well, I think you look fine.
Uh,
I
but
know you
anyway,
got hair.
I think I only made one video testing green screen that turned out right, and it was like, um, it was a pain in the ass. I know people who do it, who actually have like where they set up their garage just for it, sort of, and spend like, you know, hundreds of dollars on special lighting so it light everything evenly and all that crap,
Oh God.
and it's like, you know, it's too much money for me. I ain't putting that much money into it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I got my new glasses yesterday, and I could not be happier. I can finally see.
yeah, I mean, are you nearsighted as well, where you have to wear glasses all the time type, or what?
Yeah, because it's like the computer, if I don't wear them, like when I'm looking at the computer or trying to read, it's like
Yeah,
my arms aren't long enough.
yeah. I was about 42 when, I mean, I've always had to wear glasses. Of course, when I was younger and I was really poor, like my
Yeah.
late teens, early 20s, um, I lost my glasses, um, and they were pretty scratched up and tore up, pretty old anyway. So probably drove for at least 6 years without glasses,
Oh
and
God.
my eyesight back then. There's ways they estimate your eyesight. It's actually a rough estimate type. It's not the accurate prescription, but um, my eyesight was roughly 2200, which means what the average person can see in 200 feet, I had to be 20 foot from.
Right.
Um, it gets really bad because I've had friends where when your eyesight starts reaching out, where it's like what the average person can see in 400 foot, you got to be 20 foot from. That's when they start looking like Coke bottle glasses. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
I've had a few friends who had that. My glasses finally got annoying enough and screwed up enough. I went and got some. I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. I don't remember, but um, and I went ahead and got the transition thing, which I've had one time before because it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Um, and I have a tendency to tear up glasses anyway. Just you know,
Probably because of your job.
yeah, and typical guy stuff too. But single guys at least that are more reckless with
Yeah.
things, kind of. Um, so I got the flex, whatever they call them, frames.
Right.
I've had one set like that before, but they're fucking expensive.
Yeah.
But I decided, well, as long as I don't, as long as I'm fairly cautious with them, where I can get enough years out of them and just change lenses, then it's actually worth it. But anyway,
Well, it's highly unlikely that you'd lose them because you have to wear them all the time, except for when you take a shower, pretty much. So,
yeah, I mean, yeah, the yeah, I mean, it's it's one of those things where people who don't wear glasses don't realize, you know, um, you know, unless unless you're going to sleep or in the shower or something like that, you're wearing glasses. So
Yeah.
first thing in the morning, put the glasses on so you can find your way out of bed. Yeah. Uh, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got, it's really weird. I think one of my eyes is being affected with, the far vision issue,
Yeah.
and the other one's not. But it's not bad. It seems like that my distance vision has actually improved since the last time I had my eyes checked, which is really surprising because I thought it was supposed to actually get worse.
Yeah, on average, they say, you know, it'll
But
slowly get worse, but I don't know.
yeah, but they have changed this prescription, and I can see.
Yeah, I don't use regular monitor much. Like the monitor I have is a TV where I'm like, however I arrange my room, and everything, it's always between 6 and 8 feet from me, so it'll be within the focal distance of the normal part of the glasses.
Right.
Otherwise, um, to use a monitor at a normal distance, I would have to get a trifocal because the bifocal would make you lean into the a regular monitor closer, and sitting there tilting your head trying to look through the bifocal all the time, which is annoying as
I was
hell.
always wondering what the trifocal meant.
Yeah, I mean where people have, it depends on what you're doing. Like the trifocal is just one other narrow band across between the bifocal, so that you can focus on things that are intermediate range. It's kind of like the bifocal is intended to, like if you hold a book, read a book, more or less,
Right.
about a foot to 18 inches from your face. Well, computer monitors tend to be slightly more like
Right.
at arm's distance. And that little difference means to see it through bifocal, you have to lean into it.
Right.
Anyway, so but I don't want, I mean, bifocal's annoying enough.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So my other computers use regular monitors, but I don't use those computers as much. But with those, you actually have to, use the bifocal part, or at least I do. But oh well.
Yeah, it's like, even though I've got the bifocal, I can still drive okay without glasses, and I'm not restricted to them.
Yeah, see, mine's bad enough where I'm restricted. But when I was younger and didn't have glasses, it didn't matter because I also didn't have a license.
Saint Tommy.
Hello, children. Hello. Thank God, or whatever exists, that you're here. You help. Yes.
This early in the morning, it's Think Coffee.
Amen and amen, brother.
Right?
I went to the Holy Sheet Station and by faith sprang $1.99 for a tall, I think they called it dark roast, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But I am satisfied and content. My ambition has been quenched.
You drinking it black?
No, I don't do black. Sorry.
I was going to say that.
I will. Don't tell nobody, but
That would make you sticker pick out.
I hear you, man. Hell yeah. I don't need no sticker packing, man.
Yeah.
Been a nuisance all my life. It is certainly good to be here. I was out cleaning in a depressed manner, cleaning refrigerator parts, aftermath of the hurricane, you know.
Yeah.
And I just felt drawn to this good and holy place to sit and abide. And there it was, gleaming like a great city on a hill. Country girls icon, hang out. I was like, yeah.
You know, I'm not going to leave you out.
Shit. Well, thank you. That's sweet. That's sweet that you have not banned me thus far. That is gracious of you.
Never ban you.
Yes, I know. Famous last words, man. Famous last words. Wait till I get under that skin sometimes. This compulsive, sharp tongue, man.
You won't get under my skin.
Fuck St. Tommy. Fuck St. Tommy. Block that motherfucker. But it'll pass too. It'll pass.
See, that's friendship.
Hey, man, you'll never ban me forever. No. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. God forbid that I should be blocked from receiving your your holy countenance and your coolness. Yes, God
forbid. Never be blocked.
I hear you. Hey, thank you.
Because, you know, I told you got to preach my funeral, so.
Well, shit, girl, you better hurry up, honey, because I'm right side the fucking hole myself. You know, tired. I'm like, Jesus, have I been fucking up or what? You know? You know the smell of it, that fresh earth, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. It's like, damn, man, needed clay. Is that one for me? Boy, I'm powdering mighty close to that one, buddy. It's like, damn. It's like playing poker with God, you know?
Exactly.
You know, he's right psychic and all, you know, but allegedly he doesn't cheat. But damn, boy, it's a tough game. He's hard to bluff, you know?
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
He can always see your hand.
No, man. I think he obfuscates his vision. Say he's good at card counting, you know? He don't need to see it, you know? He don't need to see it. He knows what's going on. He knows the game. But I surmise that God is also bored, and that's good. That's good. A bored co-participant in reality can be a lot of fun. You know, a bored co-participant, you can really push it. You know, push it, and they might appreciate it. You know, they might have fun.
Exactly.
Bored might have some fun. Let's have some fun up in this place, man. Let's stir up reality a little bit, you know.
That's right. I like it.
Poke God a little bit. He's loving. He loves me so much I can poke him a little bit, you know. I hate to boast like that, but I do it anyway. What's happening, Lucid? First of all, Lucid, how's it going, bro? Oh, I hate to ask such a treacherous question. I really do. All right, let me ask it like this. Is there anything going on that's nifty and fun and upbeat in your reality that you care to report unto my eardrums?
I can't really say until I wake up the rest of the way. I gotta work my way through the coffee first.
Comprende. That's real. That's real. Too early, St. Tommy. It's too early. That's it. Right. Pass. You know. I just arrived here. I'm not ready for this yet. I hear you. And country girl.
Yes,
country
sir.
Girl, is there anything nifty, new, or excitingly reportable unto my eardrums about your reality this morning?
So far, not yet. But I'm sure that I will be getting in trouble before the day is over with.
One can only hope.
I know, right?
I was impressed with your interactions with our good neighbor, Darwin's deity. Yes.
Oh, do you know that while the whole hangout was going on and you guys were not necessarily heckling him, but trying to interact with him.
We were chiding that brother.
He was sending me private messages.
Oh, was he? Bless his heart. Was he like sharing you negative vision of his neighbors?
He said that if I claimed to be a Christian, why did I let people in that used such foul language? And why did I let trolls in to pick on people, and that I was breaking the rules of
yeah,
YouTube and Google Hangouts and
holy law of YouTube, yes.
And I answered him back and I said, well, what I can tell you that I've noticed since you have come on air, you have not made yourself the best liked person. You have bullied a lot of people. You have not been very I forget how I worded it, but you basically not made yourself like a good neighbor per se.
Not so charitable, not so perfectly charitable in all his words.
Yeah. You know, and you have brought a lot of this on yourself. I said,
God.
And as far as I'm concerned, maybe you need to man up and stand up for yourself.
Ouch, ouch, and double ouch. The truthful words from Country Girl unto her holy brother, Darwin's deity.
That's
ouch,
right.
Ouch, ouchie, ouch. Man up, bro.
And I told him, I said, don't come into my room trying to get my room shut down because of your bullshit.
Yes, you exhorted him unto virtue. Yes, yes.
And, you know, I do claim to be theist, but I'm not going to push my beliefs like he does on anybody.
Well, I push mine like it's fucking cocaine, baby. Let me tell you, I sure do. Like it is good flake, Bolivian flake or something. I don't know. Is that an oxymoron? Good Bolivian flake? I don't know. I've never had no good Bolivian flake myself, or any good cocaine. It was worth a fuck. But anyway, yeah, to push negative vision, to push condemnation. These things aren't truthful, but I'll push grace, man. I'll push grace like it's life. You know, I try not to do it in kindergarten or something, but you know, because it's not appropriate or timely or edifying to talk about theological things at any drop of a hat. But I do push the envelope.
Thing about it to me is that if God had a problem, I mean, well, of course, with me, if there was a God, but regardless, if God had a problem with foul language, why would he apparently encourage it even among the righteous?
That begs the question: what is foul language? And I submit
it does.
To your eardrums that foul language is belittling language, not rebuking language. That ain't foul. Not even chiding language. That ain't foul. Reviling language, belittling, contemptuous language, language designed to make you feel like shit that you ain't. That is foul. It is foul to peck at a child, to peck at them and make them feel bad and make them feel unclean. That is foul. And if God exists, I bet you $1 he is against burdening children, of which we all are. Little sophisticated little bastards we are. Excuse me. Excuse me, some of us. Anyway, I can only speak for myself definitively, subjectively. But yeah, foul language. That's the definition of foul that goes through my mind is untruthful, negative, pessimistic, cynical, contemptuous words. That's
Yeah, I mean,
foul. I could say 10,000 motherfuckers and 10,000 goddammits, and they don't equal even 1/10 of one iota of one belittling word spoken to the eardrums of a child, of a precious child of God. Yeah, don't even come in the neighborhood I'm talking about.
yeah.
Talk about foul language. You can talk about buttholes. You can tell West Virginia sodomy jokes or incest jokes. They ain't foul. They're just juvenile. They're just kind of juvenile high, junior high bullshit.
Yeah.
You want to talk foul. You want to talk obscene. That's belittling words to a child. Makes me want to knock the shit out of somebody just thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of like reading select verses from the Bible that aren't ideal to elementary kid schools.
Yeah,
Would be just stupid.
damn right. Not to mention untimely, inappropriate, untruthful.
Yeah. They don't because regardless of whether you take the Jewish stance that this is the where these are just stories of heritage, or if you actually are a biblical literalist, it's not appropriate to tell a young child you're unworthy. It's bullshit.
It's untruthful too.
Yeah.
Potentially untruthful, plausibly untruthful, and I mean very untruthful. These things that were written, assuming that they, analyzing them literally, who knows, but analyzing them literally, it's obsolete. It is plausibly obsolete to tell a human being that they're unclean. It's presumptuous. I'll tell you what, when I look and I behold whatever it is that you are, Lucid, whatever it is that you are, when I behold what you are, I behold something precious, something good, something clean-hearted and pure. I mean, you might not smell pure, and you might not look pure, and you might not sound perfectly pure. You might not even smile perfectly purely, little, wicked little smile sometimes. But what I behold is good, and to suggest to you or some other precious child, no aspersions on your character, of course, some other sophisticated rascal, to suggest to some other sophisticated rascal that they are unclean or unworthy is presumptuously untruthful. I proposed that many human beings are much less abominable than they have been led to believe. Yeah. Going into a kindergarten and talking schmack, laying the law on somebody and suggesting that they're foul-based, defiled sinners. That's untruthful. It's inappropriate. It's untimely. Fuck them. Fuck a bunch of legalist bitches with no revelation of grace. I won't abide it. I'll be chiding them boys.
Yeah, it's just like my view, being that I'm not religious, is more that the world, like, it's kind of like the world is not fair automatically. I mean, you have to strive to survive. Normal bullshit. Shocking, right?
I know it is.
But in regards to the way we treat each other, empathy, equity, compassion, and there's two other critical ones that I always forget. Is that's just the way to be reasonable to another person. You know, Just like when I do talk religion to people, like in my everyday life, I put it very mildly to see their reaction because I don't want to freak them out if they're fundamental, things stuck in their head because it'll create conflict. I don't want
Yeah,
the
you don't want to
conflict for
trigger
them.
nobody. You don't want to trigger nobody if they ain't up for contemplating something.
Yeah,
If they're rigidly locked into some perspective or some dogma or some doctrine, whether
yeah,
it's literal or anti-literal or whatever, you don't want to trigger nobody. You can go somewhere that's untimely.
yeah. I mean, my point in discussion is to make people think. That's it. Where they take that is up to them. I I'm not here to direct you. You know what I mean?
I hear you, Victor. You're just
Yeah.
a player on the play of life, on the stage of life. I hear
Mm.
you, sir. Well, you do a good job from what I've beheld. Overall, I usually don't rate other human beings because I ain't in the rating business, but I'll go ahead and breach exception. This time, you and your laid back style, very pleasant, very easy, very gracious. I like it. You know,
Right.
Jesus said this, or was it James? I don't know who it was. They said good religion is to take care of widows and orphans and not get hung up in that funky shit going down in the city or something like that.
Yeah.
Not get defiled in society of the world or something like that. But there's good
Yeah.
religious conception, contemplation, and there's rotten, stanky assed, and I mean negative, stanky assed religion and religious consideration. And religious consideration is kind of like psychology. It's subjective. We ain't talking scientific methodologies here. We're talking subjective consideration. Good religion is good religion, good consideration, and nasty ass, negative, untimely religious consideration is nasty ass, negative, untimely consideration, And it's good to avoid, for me, I can only speak for myself, it's good to avoid presenting to the eardrums of other human beings what's untimely for them, what's not edifying, what's not appropriate, man. It's like going into a kindergarten talking about algebra, man. Nobody wants to hear about that shit. They want to
Yeah.
play. They want to live. People want to live. People ain't got time for truth unless they need it, unless it's practical, unless it helps.
Yeah.
That's what I conclude. Hell, who's got appetite for any more truth than they need to live? Because that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
But good job. I salute you. And as an ambassador of Christ Jesus himself, thank you, Lucid. Thank you on behalf of humanity and the Lord Jesus Christ. And I speak from an official standpoint, all in my mind. All in my mind. This segment of St. Tommy is brought to you by Sheets. Sheets Dark Blend. Country girl, are you there, sis?
Brother, I am here.
Can I have the honor of publishing your link?
You know what? I would be honored that you would.
Double honor up. Here we go. Let's clicky. Word is spreading, country girl. Yes. Your leadership activities are becoming more known. Brace for impact.
You have been most helpful.
Being famous ain't easy. But you know that already.
Well, you're helping getting my name on the...
Get out a little bit. Yeah. Get the good word out.
Are you going to Brother John's Halloween thing?
I'm not sure, if I live, I might. But I'll tell you, I like a good party. and I like a good Halloween party. But at the same time, I've been to so many of them, and my appetite is so refined and my addiction is so advanced that I must have the most refined of whatever it is that moves me, you know?
Right.
And I don't know. But so I might show if there's room, but I don't want to hog a slot, you know, and be sitting around bored or sitting around hogging a slot, you know. How about you? You gonna go?
Yeah, I think you said he only had like 4 people so far.
Is that right? Well, I kind of tried to give him the heads up on that folks might not RSVP till like the last day or two, you know, that's when it'll get hot, right? When it's right there on you. To solicit RSVP or to solicit commitment so far in advance might be a little bit slow. It's kind of like saying, will you come to my Christmas party in the year 2025? You know, it's you know, the last day or two, John. I think he can expect it to be a hot ticket, you know, where them tickets will be coveted. But till then, you know, there might be a lackluster response because it's so far in the future. Anything farther than 20 minutes out, you know, is a long time away when you're riding the cusp of time.
I don't know how. I mean, he said that it would be costume, and I don't know.
Just put a bow in your hair and go as Ivana Trump. But I don't know, man. Shit, she ain't never looked as good as you.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I love you. You just
Well, I'm sincere. I know it's a little bit of flattery in there, but you know, it is sincere.
well, you are a sweetheart.
How's Mr. City Boy doing this morning?
Mr. City Boy is doing good. He's sitting
Good,
back
good.
here looking at the computer, listening in.
Oh, good, good.
What's going on, Tommy?
Hey, sir. Good day. Thank you for sharing your lovely country girl with us neighbors on G Plus. Oh, I done pissed off the mutts.
Somebody's got shit and they're waiting for Daddy to get up. Evidently, it's an emergency.
I hear you, man. So it's an urgent situation.
And now the Chihuahua's getting ready to howl.
Sonny's getting in on it, you know.
Oh God, the whole crowd is just in my mind.
They frenzy joyously.
They're singing unto the Lord.
They are, man. Happy campers, bunch of happy campers around there.
Oh, they are excited. They're going on their little romp. If you say romp, they know exactly what you mean.
Shit.
And they are like waiting to be put leashes on.
Damn it. I published the link publicly instead of to my circles. I'm going to republish it. Let's see, I deleted that one. Get this here. Because if everybody has the link, they might be tempted to troll.
Oh, I got sniped twice yesterday.
That's a pain in the ass, ain't it?
Yep.
I wonder if Darwin succumbed to that.
If I found that shit out.
What? Okay, it says, always send email from you. Also send email from you to 3 circles. What? What the hell does that mean? Oh, I got to fill in something. That's what it means. Let's paste that in there. Now it's happy. There it goes.
Yay.
Yep. Phew, technical difficulties, man, I'll tell you. Man, I'm a computer IT expert now. I posted the link. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got that little freak, the last one that sniped me. I got his name.
His username?
Yeah.
Well, rumor has it that from an IP address, one can trace it to a primary account. But I don't know about these things. I just heard about them. But
Yeah.
it's good that you got the username. That's a good thing.
Well, I reported it.
Good.
Then I went in, and everybody that had that same name,
Uh-huh.
I blocked them.
Good.
Little freaks.
I know it. Little rascals, man. Triggered to be naughty.
If they brought their ass to the Carolinas, I could beat some sense into their ass.
You'd take a damn switch to them, wouldn't you?
You damn right.
Throttle them one time. I hear you.
Hey, ass up. Yeah, it was like your grandmother tell you to go out there in the yard and pick your switch, and you'd be getting one of them little ones thinking, oh, yeah, I got this shit. That little one end up leaving them little streaks on your legs.
Pardon me, I'm blowing my nose back behind this mute button here. Excuse me for a second.
That's all right.
Ah, yes. Much better. I like breathing. Yes.
You know, I'm all about it too. It helps.
Yeah, it does. That's my full-time job.
Hey. Hey, John.
Hi, how's everybody doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. I've been doing yard work and I was going to take a break, get back to it.
Well, I couldn't think of a better place for you to take a break.
What have I missed?
Looking good, John.
Hey, St. Tommy, good. I'm glad you're here. One of my favorite people. You're so positive and upbeat. You remind me of a good friend I had 20 years ago when I worked at the post office, and he was an ex-Marine, and he was always down for anything. I asked him if he wanted to go to Florida and do some bass fishing, and he said, yeah, I'll grab my tent. And he took a tent and a cook stove, and we went down there in the wild. You know, there were wild raccoons got into our food, but he just loved it. He'd do anything. He was a real cool guy.
That sounds good. That does sound exciting. Up for adventure. You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Break out of the rut a little bit.
He could be your twin too. Talked just like you and was just like you, but he loved life. He's not alive anymore, though. Unfortunately, he was, Vietnam. Really fun to be around.
Yeah, Vietnam life will kill you if you hang out long enough, I hear. But, good for him. I hear envy is for the dead, and pity is for the living. That's what I hear. Yeah. So he's done passed on. I hear you, bro.
Yeah.
So you were out doing yard work. Did you have a lawn tractor or a push mower or hedge clippers, or what were the tools of fun?
Yeah, that was about it. We've got small yards here. I live in a neighborhood and the houses are pretty close together, so there's not much to take care of. But my dream is to live on a farm. If I could get out with some land, I would love it. But it's got to be on a lake. I love fishing, bass fishing.
Get you one of those kiddie pools and stick it in the front yard, in your micro front yard, you know. Put some chicken wire around it and throw some chickens in there, you know. And I'm just dreaming. Yeah. Start a row of tomatoes. Maybe a row of
Green Acres.
Yeah, there it is. Arnold's.
Oh, you remember that? Yeah, that's good. The young people wouldn't remember that one.
Do you speak fluent Hicklish?
Yep. I'm Kentucky all the way.
All right.
But I'm a city slicker now. When I go down to Hazard and Harlan, I sound like him.
You can mingle with the intellectuals, the city intellectuals. Good.
I don't do philosophy though. I have trouble with it when they start getting into, the philosophical arguments. I don't really do that much.
Oh, some of the esoteric terms.
Yeah, that would get you stuffed into a trash can at my high school if you tried that.
Yes, well coined. Well, you sound quite reasonable and logical, even if you don't know what ad hominem is, according to Wikipedia.
Isn't that a caveman?
It might be. Welcome, Troy Edward, human being. Good human being. Welcome. This segment of St. Tommy is brought to you by Duke Power. Duke Power, yes, of which I've got to go get some money. Give them some money in order for this segment of St. Tommy to continue to be brought to you. Get all my money, $349 worth of Duke Power. Ow. That dryer was running all month.
Damn.
I know, man. All that toilet flushing.
I was going to say,
I know,
you
man.
be putting up a clothesline, shaking off bird shit.
That might be a good thing. Of course, the population has dwindled since that power bill was generated. So
Right.
I anticipate, if I live, to be paying a little bit less next
Right.
cycle. But this cycle, they're getting a knot. Just a knot of money. Just paper. Fuck it. It's just paper.
It's that root of all evil.
All kinds of evil or all evil? Yes. But hey, let me tell you, when filthy lucre hits your hot, holy little hand, it is holy. That is what I mean. Everything within your authority is holy, clean. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just says not to love it too much. That's the thing.
Yeah. The love of money is the root of all evil or all kinds of evil. Yeah. I tell you, I thought about loving its potential, or loving the good things that one can do with it. That's a deep contemplation. I might have to get another coffee. What's your favorite vocation?
Favorite what?
Vocation.
I'm in sales now, so yeah. But I'm not greedy. I'm not driven by money a lot. I'm usually pretty content. They want you to use high pressure sales techniques with people, and I don't do it. If I can't sleep at night, I don't care if I make a sale or not. I'm not going to let my day be affected by that.
Good for you, John.
I have been a product representative myself. It's a good vocation, a good service to humanity. Product representative. I was a used truck salesman one time.
Yeah, everybody needs that. That's a
I
good
know.
thing to have.
It's new trucks. That floor manager at the Nissan dealership. I told him, "What do you expect? I'm a used truck salesman." He fucked himself. He fucked himself buying a truck from me. I didn't fuck him. He fucked himself. But I let him off the hook, though. I let him off the hook.
Yeah, I don't try to pressure anybody into anything, and with insurance they can cancel it. So even if you pressure them into signing, then they'll still cancel it the next month. So I just try to be as knowledgeable as possible and be honest with them and explain it where they understand what they're getting and be there for them when they need somebody to call. And it's worked so far. I worked for the post office for 15 years, and then I've done this for 20.
Cool. Well, if I need insurance, I'm liable to look you up.
Yeah. I'm doing burial and funeral planning now with a new company. I just got started on it a few months ago, but I really enjoy it. It's a good service, and people call us, like they advertise and put a phone number, and they call if they want somebody to contact them. So it's really worked out. You know, we help them with everything, all the
Cool.
final wishes, what song they want played, what dress, and everything. Fight over,
Oh yeah.
and we get it all taken care of.
Cool. That sounds like a good service.
Yes.
And make money doing it.
Yep. My dad tell me his plans, and he'd written them down on, by hand and put it inside a book. And I just made it up, when I did his funeral, the way I would want mine done. And then I found it later on, after the funeral when I was going through his stuff, and he'd already had all these wishes written down. I was like, well, you need to put that somewhere where somebody knows what you want.
Yeah, my mama passed about 4.5, 5 years ago. And it was a good funeral, but it would have been different if I had been loaded. There would have been a horse-drawn carriage. There would have been a mariachi band. There would have been free beer and chicken. Yes, there would have been singers and pipe organs and a Yiddish band and a mariachi band. And, but it was a good funeral. It was a good funeral. The urn almost tipped over. Almost, man. It was supernaturally leaning, It was like, God, look at that urn. It's going to tip over, and Granny Carol's going to spill out all over the Episcopal churchyard, man. Look at that. But it didn't tip over, man. A damn good thing. I'd have damn had words at that funeral director.
I had my dad cremated, and it worked out great because I've got the ashes here at my house. My brother got some of them. Then we took part of them down to the lake where he wanted them, and it worked out. I like that better than going to the graveyard to visit.
Cool. That works.
That's what I want done for me too. I told my wife to put me up on the mantle with a big picture staring at her. Unless she gets remarried, put me away.
My stepmama hogged all my dad's ashes. I don't know what she's doing with them. But it's all good. And Granny Carol, we planted her ashes at the Episcopal graveyard. And but then we found a hairball.
Oh, really?
At the bottom of the bathroom. Yep, a Granny Carol hairball. And we were thinking about having a second funeral, and interring that, but we didn't. We thought, what the hell? We'll just tell it. Anyway, not to indulge too much.
Did you paint that picture behind you?
No, that was done by St. George, my departed father.
Okay.
And that's supposed to be Vincent Van Gogh. Van Gogh. Yep. And,
yeah, it's really good.
I'd like he was throwing it out, but he's missing an ear. Van Gogh is. He's missing an ear.
Yeah. That's a really good painting. He was talented.
He said it was unfinished. I said, why are you throwing that out, Pop? He said, that I've been working on that for a while, but it's unfinished. He had wrapped it in plastic really well, I said, well, I'll take that. Maybe I'll put some LED lights in his eyes or something, or I don't know. Well,
And that's something good to have to remember him by. He put energy into that.
yeah, he did. I think he used like 3 colors for that or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, St. George. He got promoted.
I've seen several real Van Goghs have a lot of paint smeared on them. He really caked it on there. They're thick.
Wow. I can only remember one self-portrait. Shit, I feel kind of like a poser, being that I lived in New York City for so long, in Soho, in the Mecca, art world, and in Paris.
Yeah.
They're kind of co-Meccas, Paris and New York.
Yeah.
But Monet, now I can recall Monet's, but Van Gogh's,
Yes.
I can only recall one.
The Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York is like one of the best in the world. I've been to the British Museum and the Louvre in Paris, but I would take the Metropolitan over any of those. The Louvre had Mona Lisa, and it was really small. It was about that size or maybe even smaller. I was surprised because I thought it was going to be really big.
The Mona Lisa seems overrated to me somehow. But I think that might be because I was immersed in the art world for so long. I think part of its esteem may be its age.
Yeah. Rembrandt is my favorite, though. They were so lifelike. But actually, there's a modern artist. I can't think of his name right now, but he did all the Saturday Evening Post. Norman Rockwell. I think he's one of the best artists there's ever been, just because they're lifelike, but they're comedic too. The way they're laid out is just brilliant.
Did he do Dogs Playing Poker, or was that somebody else?
I don't know. That's famous. Yeah, it's famous.
Yeah. The original Dogs Playing Poker. I wonder if there's an original out there somewhere. Hard to say.
It could be. You said you were immersed in the art world. Did you go around artists, or what'd you do?
Yes. Oh, yes. I was. The art world in New York City is kind of like a small town. Everybody knows what everybody ate for breakfast, and everybody parades, and very cliquish. The art world in New York. Adam Gimbel Gallery. There's a series of art promoters and art brokers and art gallery owners, and it is a culture, a microculture in New York, in Manhattan.
And I didn't get modern art like Andy Warhol drew a soup can and everybody went crazy over it. I just really didn't get that.
I know, man. It's so mediocre, but it was the first. It was the first of a genre. Kind of like the Beatles. The Beatles broke a certain glass ceiling, and their work was much better than Warhol's, in my opinion. But the beauty's in the eye of the beholder, or the ear of the beholder, of course. But Warhol, I was less than impressed, But his genre was new. Was a new type of. Have you ever heard of Mapplethorpe?
Yes.
John Mapplethorpe? Yeah, that was kind of a glass ceiling breaker.
Yeah.
Protest.
I've not seen any of his work, though.
Yeah, he had the crucifix of Christ in a jar of urine. It was a type of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But Yeah, I had a chance at a show one time, and I produced a sculpture it was a parody piece that was so parody. Yeah, it pushed one's parody. It was almost obscenely parody. Mapplethorpe didn't have nothing on the St. Tommy that I presented. And they said, yes, bring in a work, we'll present it. And when I brought it in, they just said, no. And I took it out of the gallery and put it in the trash can directly above, in front of the gallery and left.
Oh.
Yeah. That was, I don't know why I did it. I think it was a protest piece.
Tommy, is this one of your friends on the end?
Let me see. I can't tell which one's on the end. Country Girl? I guess they're not friend. Can you see their name? Could you tell me their name?
Gimmick 4.
Let's see if I can pull it.
Gimmick for Life.
Well, 151 followers. Let's see. No, I can't say that I've had the pleasure of interacting with them. But with 151 followers, I bet it's not your average stock account. I would vote to risk admitting them to this good place. Oh, there they are in all their glory.
All I hear is an echo. Ow.
I'm gonna have to get back to doing yard work, you guys. But it was good seeing you. I'm gonna stop back in when I get a chance.
Bye, John.
Bye bye.
Bless you.
Take care, sir. God bless you. That was pleasant.
Started gusted.
There are 3 of us from the United States, and the Skullheads.
I think he's our earthling.
Oh, thank you for my my accent. Thank you.
No worries.
Where are you from?
I'm from North Devon, England.
Okay. Well,
What a blessed place. Well, more blessed for you being there, of course. But good.
Well, Tori put the link in one of the other hangouts I was in, and I went, okay, fair enough, and I thought, come along and see what's going on.
Well,
thank you.
In the hour I'll be leaving. I'm off to a wrestling show tonight. It's 16:30 in the afternoon here in the UK. What time is it over there?
let's see. Here in the center of my universe, it is 11:31 a.m.
Nice one. Good morning to you.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. It's all good. It's funky like a monkey in a coffee-colored Cadillac.
Amen. Amen. A coffee-colored Cadillac. Hell yeah.
I heard it was on the wrestling shoot interview I heard a while ago. They if you know pro wrestling, Bama Bigelow, he said that quote and I've used it ever since. And I always say, I go, funky like a, you know, how you doing? Funky like a monkey. It's like about the wrestling again. Dusty Rhodes say funky like a monkey in his accent. I think accent was Texas, you know, really deep south. Now I'm a wrestling nut through and through. I mean, I'm not going to go on about wrestling. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to be wherever the hang's going to be and just shoot the breeze, really.
Well, wrestling is a wondrous genre and good.
Genre.
And
I agree.
Goodly. Any joyful activity can be offensive.
I mean, like me, you go, if you got a lot of things planned, you go there, you just like scream, holler, whichever. Even if you're at a rock concert or whichever, you have no voice, you're hoarse as anything. You let out, you just let it out, and just instead of blowing up over and hangouts about arguments, just like, yeah, just go there and just let off steam, you know? It's part of living to win.
That's it, man. Living
Basically,
large.
setting your own goals, your own challenges, and going for them regardless of what anyone can tell you.
Yes. Sounds like good vision.
Definitely. You got to have a good vision in life. You got to have a good vision. You got to have a clear conscience. You've got really, how do you put it? Really, you know, if you've got to have a clear vision in your life to try and set goals, no matter how big or small they are. My day-to-day, I basically, you know, transfer VHS to DVD. People say, VHS is old school. Well, there's certain materials you can't get on DVD or Blu-ray, you know, technology-wise. I mean, if you go to over there would be Target. Here it's a chain called Boots, where you have your photographs done and media. They charge something like £20, say $20, for 1 hour footage transferred to DVD. If you have the technology, you save a hell of a lot of money. People, people say, "Oh, VHS is old hack." Well, I've heard all the stories. You know, I mean, there's a lot coming out Blu-ray, left, right, and center, but there are certain things that isn't going to be released. Like there was a TV series over there called Werewolf, which here in the UK they had the only rental only was the movie or the TV movie. But what's the hangout about? Is it just shooting a breeze, or what is it? You know, what's the topic?
Oh, just general positive vision.
Oh,
And,
right. Here we go. That's a perfect one for me then.
Good,
Not for me, for all of us. Basically, the three words "Live to Win" came from an album. Paul Stanley, he's the lead singer of Kiss, came out in 2006, and I'm Sagittarius. But now your star signs have shifted over to the next month. So I'm now more Capricorn than Sagittarius. Basically, live to win. Let me just get my notes out because from memory, I'm bad. I used to write a lot of notes back in the day, not as much as I used to now. We go. What I've learned: what nearly kills you makes you stronger. What breaks your heart only makes you wiser. What causes you tears, you will soon avoid. What can threaten you by giving to motion, you run from very quickly. Most of us have followed their own paths since we were born. Well, since 2007 in my life, the old life I lived was smashed to pieces. And from the day you kind of learn how to fly with broken wings, you go to hell to find your heaven, to fight for your life, your new life. You can scream, it's do or die. I scream, come on, hit me more. There's choices to be made. Come on, what are you waiting for? Is that all you got? Come on, hit me more. It's never enough. You can say, hit me with sunshine, burn my skin, rain down fire. Come on, bring it again. Got to pay it forward. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I want you to give me your best Muhammad Ali. Be a fighter, not a quitter. The experiences we experience are both negative and positive. You've got to take a little piece of each one, and soon you, at a rather slow pace, you start rebuild your life and become stronger and become a whole new person.
Bravo.
There's
Sir.
I got a lot of stuff in there. It's just literally I go on and on, and
A good portion it was, though.
I mean,
of excellent substance. Yes.
Yes.
Now I've been a trained listener for many years.
Brilliant.
And that was delivery by the metric ton. It was. Of course, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but it was good.
Good words. Man, there's so much.
James is here, country girl. He is among us.
Hey, James.
Hi.
Whatever you create in your dreams becomes the blueprint to your reality.
Like something Bob Ross would say.
Is he a painter?
Yes, a very famous one.
With happy trees.
We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents. Yeah, he served in the Air Force for 20 years.
Wow. He holds my gratitude then, wherever he is. Does anyone
Hello, Gimmick.
Does anyone remember Falco?
Oh, that movie?
Well, no, Falco was a singer and a songwriter. He wrote One Night in Bangkok.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I like that. I like that tune.
Yeah.
I have. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, Gimmick, you there? Nah, Gimmick's not there. Keep it going.
You may have gone to pee-pee or to the kitchen to get a snack. Or maybe bored into a coma. Or- I have a short poem I'd like to submit, if there are no objections. It's pretty
Hit me
short.
with it.
Some men, no, most dream in the dark of night, in the dusty recesses of their mind, only to awaken to fading memories of vanity. But others dream in the bright of day, with their eyes wide open by faith, and they see their dream come to pass. Such men are dangerous men. I did this.
Brilliant.
That's deep.
Many Russian poets know that few poetry is free of plagiarism. Few poems is free of plagiarism. Anybody seen Dr. Zhivago?
I have never looked at that.
Kind of long, but it's good in different ways. Quality. How about Lawrence of Arabia?
I've seen that.
Good movie.
How about The Invention of Hugo Cabret? Oh, no, wait. Hugo is the name of the movie. Starring
Never seen that.
Sacha Baron Cohen. How about The Matrix, Part 1? Anybody? You might see it?
Yeah.
We've seen that, haven't we?
How about
Didn't like it.
has anyone seen The Libertine, starring Johnny Depp? It's a good
Not
one.
really a movie guy. Tend to read books and watch movies.
How about The Fall by Albert Camus? Albert Camus. The Fall. Anybody read that one?
Nope.
How about Night by Elie Wiesel?
Oh, yeah, that's classic. I mean, that's pretty much standard Jewish book.
Heavy. It is a heavy book.
I even had to read Macbeth.
Ooh.
That was not pleasant to read.
No, that was painful.
I
Yeah,
read,
very painful.
I read Wit and Its Relation to the Unconscious by Sigmund. That was some of the longest run-on sentences I've ever beheld.
That's the thing. You can't really take anything Freud said seriously.
There
Yeah,
was an echo playing in the background. Someone's got a bit of an echo going on.
it's probably me. Freud seemed to have two general areas of work. One, psychosexual development, and
Yeah.
one on the theories of the unconscious, which were a little bit over dramatized, but they did parallel right and left hemisphere brain specialization. I found his theories of the unconscious to have a hell of a lot more substance than Oedipus complex, oral fixation.
Yeah, that's the thing. He just coked out of his mind most of the time, so a lot of his work is just
Yeah,
garbage, pretty much. Like, there is one or two pieces of his work that I agree is just revolutionary, but for the most part, it's just, he's just kind of a madman, pretty much.
well, he did step up to the plate. You know, it was subjective. These conceptualizations like ego, superego, id, it was a noble try. Subjective, subjective. He went there. But again, I feel like it's notable how he has affected modern Western pop psychology. But the substance of it, I found kind of puffy, kind of like cotton candy, not a whole lot of substance, kind of just a lot of air, a lot of glamorous terms like Oedipus or what was the penis envy? Come on, please, sir.
Yeah.
And the theories of the unconscious, that the unconscious is this great big cauldron of seething, unknown emotions and all, over dramatized. It's like, come on, man. But anyway, enough of my opinion about Freudian conceptualization. I bore myself. And that's one thing I hate to do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I would agree that, when you get down to the gist of it, his some of his work is indeed, good, right? However, like you said, most of his work is just flare and air. Like, they make no sense. They don't hold any substance to the study that was at the time.
Now, the best psychology work that I've ever ingested to date is Games People Play by M. Scott Peck, MD, Eric Byrne, MD, Eric Byrne. Yes. Known as transactional analysis. But anyway, Scott Peck, MD, came up with different little slogans of mental games or mental perspectives that people play. Things like, now I've got you, you son of a bitch, gotcha, why won't you forgive me, I have a wooden leg, different mind games that people find themselves experiencing. And yeah, that was a good little paperback book, Games People Play. It's very influential.
I think Luttrell just got sniped again.
Beg your pardon?
Luttrell got
But
sniped.
did he
again.
get sniped?
Yeah, he got sniped, yeah.
Yeah. Fat Tony came in the room and took out Country Girl.
Didn't he come in yesterday?
Yeah, I
I
did.
don't know.
He's been coming in lately, disrupting the hangout.
Damn it.
He came in the room, and as soon as he left, Country Girl was taken out.
Is there any way to add her back?
I think she has to
She
make
got
it
her back in the side chat, but I don't think she could join the call again.
Yeah, see, none of us have mods, so we can't.
Can we add her to the outside chat? I'm not familiar with these technical things, but I heard that possibly that one could be added back to the outside chat.
Yeah, I
you
think
can add
yeah,
people to the chat.
yeah, you can invite them
Yeah.
back if you invite them in.
Yeah, on the outside she says sniped by Fat Tony, which is what I expected. Which means basically that the hangout will run until it times out. Then it'll go off air, and she start a new one.
I added her back.
Well, our beloved leader has been taken from us.
Yeah, and
Viva la revolution!
Yeah,
with a name like Fat Tony, as soon as he showed up, I tried to get over there to click to see if he had a profile. A lot of them will have no profile, and you can just kick them. But I didn't make it over to the tab, so done.
Yeah, I think next time don't put the link public.
she will be missed. And children will be children. Let us hope the sniper grows bored of that hobby of sniping. May they come in and join us and contemplate and chill out. Oh, I guess we're all gone now.